Yo, what's up guys? It's Juicebox here, and today we're going to be talking about something a little bit new on my channel. We're going to be starting a new series called Strange CS Loadouts. With CS2 right around the corner, it's a great time to jump in and grab some new skins before the game comes out. So we're going to be going over some that are a little bit more expensive, a little bit cheaper for y'all. And if you like anything, let me know in the comments. Let's jump right into it. Alrighty guys, so to start off our series, we're going to be starting off with the Outlands sort of rust coat themed build. This is a build that looks good both T side and CT. I prefer it T side, but I think the CT side also has a nice contrast. The total build for this is going to be about $800. It's going to get you both main weapons, both pistols, and both ops. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. First off, as you can see, we have the Rust Coat Talon Knife. I think that the Talon Knife is one of my favorite knives in the game. As you can see, that rare animation is so clean. It has a really nice slice animation as well as a quick slice. And I think that the rust coat doesn't normally look that good on a lot of knives, but on the Talon knife, I think it does actually look pretty well. The Talon knife here is battle scarred with a 0.7 float, which is weird about rust coat knives is that you actually want it to be more battle scarred or else it will be pretty blue. So unless you're going for a blue theme, if you want to keep the browns, you actually want more battle scarred, and rust coats actually get a little bit of overpay for the more battle scarred it gets. I think that the Talon knife looks really nice, like we said, but I think it looks even nicer comboed with the hand wraps leather. I think that the hand wraps leather match the Talon knife very well, especially the rust coat, because the brown of the leather matches the blade very nicely, but the more linen part or the whiter part of the gloves matches that handle of the Talon very nice. And I think that comes for a very clean aesthetic there. I don't know if I've ever seen these two comboed together, but I think that it is a very strange and unusual loadout that would take a lot of people off guard, and it's actually the loadout that I'm using in game right now. The total loadout is going to be around $800. The knife is going to run you about $490, and the gloves are going to run you about $155. So I think it's very nice, and it's going to be a little bit heftier of a price or a build, but I think it does look very nice. Next up, we have the AK Rat Rod. I have mine field tested with StatTrack. It doesn't really look worse the more wear you get on this skin, which is really nice because you get one in battle scarred and it would probably look very similar. But I think the cleaner float you get, the better it looks and the more brighter it pops. This matches really well, especially in the lighting, because it sort of has that brownish used look to it, which matches the gloves and the sleeves really well. And then it has a really clean pull out with the knife. And I think that's a really clean transition here. You can really see how cool this would look at game. No crosshair, no problem. Okay, next up, guys, we have the Glock Sand Dune. This is a bit more of an expensive skin for just the Sand Dune. If you want it in fact new, it's like 140 bucks right now. I don't think that's worth it at all because the float doesn't ever get past 06. And because of that, it's always going to look a little scarred. So I would just get one in field tested or min wear from $5 to $10. And then what I did to it is I added some of these 2019 Berlin Renegade stickers to it. And they're hollows, which look really nice because when you inspect them in the sun, you can see they sort of have that brownish reddish tint, which matches our theme really well. You could probably throw these stickers on any of our weapons and it would probably look pretty good. But yeah, for right now, it's just on the Glock, and I think that has a really clean transition. And I think that that would complete your T-side base loadout very nicely. Okay, and last up on our list, we just have the Op, and that is the Mortis. I think that the Mortis is actually a pretty clean skin when you get it in fact new, and it looks especially good with this brownish theme. You have the brown along the back side, and you also have the red along the front and the scope, which sort of blends in with those sleeves again, and it just comes with a really clean aesthetic. I mean, it looks good in the dark, but especially it looks good when you have that nice little sun glint on it, and it's going to look even better in CS2 when all the gold and stuff reflects. So I think this is a really good pickup, and I think it's a little bit undervalued in price so far. Alrighty guys, and now we are on to the CT side. The CT side I think still looks really good. I like the blue combos, and this side's a bit more colorful. It still matches that Talon in those hands wraps. But again, this is more of a T-sided loadout, but it looks good CT as well because you can add color to your weapons. That being said, first up we have the M4A1S Player 2. I think that this looks good in all wears. I think it looks better the cleaner you can get. This one is a very low float min wear. And I got this one for about 35, but if you want these in fact new, they are a little bit pricier. You're looking up around the $60 to $100 mark, depending on where you get it. But I think it does look very clean, especially in the light. It matches that sort of brown glove with the white handle because it creates that sort of contrast between the blue, but it matches the sleeve. So I think it looks very clean, especially with the Talon pullout. I think it just has clean animations all the way around. Let's see this right here. Very nice. Alrighty guys, next up we have the USP Monster Mash. I think that this is a very clean skin, especially with the little hollow slash foil print it has on it. It's going to look even better in CS2. This again matches with that M4 a little bit, but it also has that blue and greenish theme for the sleeves, which brings us into our next weapon, which is the Op Aetherius. I think that this is a very slept on op. I think it looks so clean for the price. It almost has like a Medusa slash Dragon Lore theme on it because of the obviously the snake, but the Medusa with the colors. It looks super good, in fact, new, but it also looks good as you go down a little bit, just the wear scratches along the edges. And it also has a very dark scope, which a lot of people like, such as like the Asimov Black Scope. I think this is a very clean weapon to add into your loadout, and it matches with that pistol greatly, which sort of concludes our CT side. So with that being said, guys, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed. This is such a strange loadout. I haven't seen anybody else use this in game so far. I bet somebody has it, but at least for me, I haven't seen it, and it looks very clean, I think, in my opinion. The brown tone is just super unused, super rare. It matches T-side very well, and CT, you have that little contrast, and I think it looks really good. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you guys wanted. Let me know what you want to see more of. And yeah, we'll get into it next time. Thanks. Peace.